Under this umbrella, we will talk about the language, its importance, globalization of English language, and the language skills. The objectives of the workshop are the participants will be able to gain new knowledge or information which will help the learners to do well, to learn language skills quickly and efficiently, to influence learners' attitudes and perceptions towards learning, to improve the individual's level of awareness, to increase learners' skills in one or more areas of expertise, to increase learners' motivation to perform well. So these were the objectives of my workshop. Dear participants, language is an integral part of our existence. That is a way to convey our feelings, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, and knowledge. It makes the interaction of people of a community easy and possible. It reflects the social values, religion, physical environment, and culture of a society. It shapes our identity and reveals who we are. So that is a social activity used to communicate with others. It is also used to express our identity. It encompasses all forms of expressions. Animals and birds also communicate in their own ways. Knowing a language means grammatical competence, communicative competence, and language proficiency. So these are some characteristics of a language: function and form, language and thought, language as a mental phenomena, language as a social phenomena, language both personal and socio-cultural, language as ideology and power, language as a system of systems. Lindbergh opines, we are genetically programmed to talk, so there is a regular series of milestones. And its verification is that crying starts by birth, going after 6 weeks, babbling 6 months, intonation patterns 8 months, one word utterances 1 year, 2 words utterances 18 months, word inflections, the ending 2 years, questions and negatives 2.5 years, rare or complex structures 5 years, mature speech 10 years. So it takes 10 years for a child to speak fluently. If we talk about the importance of language, that comes next to food. It's God's special gift to mankind. That is the maker or breaker of human relationships. It makes the life bitter or sweet. It makes us different from animals. It makes social interaction possible. That is the basis of human progress and the flesh and blood of human culture. And that is the means of social control. How language shapes our identity? It can be a personal, regional, national, religion, professional, geographical, cultural, gender, and social. So these are some characteristics through which language shapes our identity. A well-known linguist, A.G. Jimson, said, if you want to get mastery on any language, you should have 100% command over its accent and 90% over its grammar and 10% over its vocabulary. So these are the aspects of language. What the accent means, that is important feature of language. It shows which country or area a person comes from. While grammar is the knowledge how language works. It is a map of language for the language learners. Language can't be learned without the support of grammar rules. It is like a skeleton in which everything is kept. It is the backbone of language. Knowledge of grammar is useful for the foreign language learning. Vocabulary is the soul and essence of a language. It is a stock of words used in a language. Words are the instruments and tools of thoughts. English is a rich language having more than 5 lakh words. So these are some resources of language learning: interaction with learning material, interaction with mentor, teacher, senior student, interaction with society, media, and access to learning resources. English is very important language because it is the language of entertainment, language of international communication, language of science and technology, language of computer, language of higher education, language of higher examinations, and language of high offices and courts. Teaching English in Pakistan is having 4-fold aims: listening comprehension, reading comprehension, speaking ability, and writing ability. And these are the language skills. listening, reading, speaking, and writing. If we talk about the importance of language skills means the ability to listen, read, write, and speak a language. This can be further divided into receptive or productive skills. Receptive skills are where we read, listen, and understand. Productive skills involve speaking and writing. 4 skills activities in the language classroom serve many valuable purposes. They give learners scaffold support opportunities to create context in which to use language for exchange of real information, evidence of their own ability, and most important, the confidence. Strong language skills can make students efficient to communicate with others effectively. Teachers should instruct language skills by building a student's current knowledge. That is the integrated model for language skills formula. Basically, listening and reading are the input and they are the receptive skills, while speaking and writing are output and they are the productive skills. The more you listen, the more you speak. Now, I would like to move towards the listening skills. That is very important and most basic skill. Hearing is a physical. It is following and understanding the sound. It is hearing with purpose. It requires concentration. Ear training is very important to improve this skill. It means paying conscious attention to whatever is being said. Our ears and minds are involved in that. Good listening is built on 3 basic skills, which are known as triple A's of listening. First one is the attention, then adjustment, and then the attitude. If we talk about the importance of listening skills, how can we learn a language if we don't hear? The more you listen, the more you speak. Children must listen first and then they can speak, read, and write. Let them listen to new words and grammatical structures. We learn our first language from our family. Children really want to learn to speak. They want to communicate and ask for what they need. They want to share their ideas. Communication is a necessary part of human life. Students can take a higher level of English in the receptive skills than in the productive skills. Listening and speaking go hand in hand. Speaking comes after listening. It is an encoding activity, conveying the message through the words of mouth. A language is what we speak. It is the basic necessity of human beings. Without it, we can't get proper place in society. Every speaker needs a listener. A person listens to speak and speaks to listen. Everyone can speak, but the quantity and the quality may be different. Now, I would like to move its importance. We have to speak whether we are at home, in school, office, or the market. Our students also want to speak English. Unfortunately, they are afraid of committing mistakes. They feel shy. The students first listen to the teacher and then they speak. They must practice speaking English every day. We should take speaking English as a fun rather than as burden. It is essential for the teacher to make lessons interactive and participative. We should repeat new words and structures several times. We should speak clearly, slowly, and simply to be a good model for our students to copy. We should improve our own standard of English. So we should focus on good oral proficiency in using English in our daily life. No conscious effort is required in learning speaking. So the better teaching methods, standardized syllabus, use of abbreviations, and teachers training program can improve the oral proficiency of the students. Reading is of great value and importance. It means the process by which we make sense of the text, looking at the written words and understanding the message. It is the understanding of written words. It is a receptive skill. It is decoding a message. It is recognizing the letters of alphabet and the comprehension. Now, I would like to talk about its importance. It is the basic need of social life. According to Bacon, reading makes the full man. A man who cannot read is like a blind person who cannot see the knowledge in written form. Through books, we can visit the whole world. Books speak and console us, but it is possible only when we can read them. With the help of reading, we can keep in touch with national and international affairs. It is a source of recreation and self-education. It widens the eye span. Learning reading is purely a conscious process. It is something to be achieved through constant efforts. The students who are weak in reading cannot write well. These are the types of reading: skimming, getting the gist of the text; scanning, locating the place of something; intensive reading means close and deep reading, while extensive reading means reading for pleasure. These are some techniques to become a good reader. First one is the reading in chunks, guess the meaning; silent reading, variation in style and speed, previewing, anticipation, and prediction. Robinson has given SQ3R method. S stands for survey, and Q stands for questions. R1 stands for read, R2 stands for recall, and R3 stands for review. So because I'm working over here as the IELTS trainer, when the students come to me for their reading module, I ask them just to read out the title of the that paragraph. Then read the question first, then you will have to read the paragraph. While reading the paragraph, you will have to recall whether that is the answer of that particular question, then you will have to review. So in this way, they can improve their reading module and the comprehension. Writing is a purely human action. It means conveying the message through the symbols written on a piece of paper. According to Bell, writing is a tool used to express what is in our mind. It is an integral part of language. We need writing in every sphere of life. Writing is used to transfer knowledge. To transfer knowledge, we need writing, and to get knowledge, we also need writing. Education is continued through the writing. So according to Bacon, writing makes an exact man. All the books are in written form. That's why it is said that men die, but not the books. Our examination system is based on writing. It is due to the writing that we are having the know-how of our ancestors' thoughts, experiences, cultural and social values. Human beings express their ideas through symbols in writing. It is the basic necessity of email and the internet services. Although we have telephone and cell phones, yet we still send letters and telegrams to our loved ones residing in far-flung areas. Write correct and write beautiful should be the main aim of teaching writing skills. So there are two aspects of writing. That one is the mechanical and the second one is the creative. Mechanical means the knowledge of letters, words, spellings, and punctuation, while creative means knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, and its uses. So in the end, I would like to give some ways to improve English language skills. Encourage conversation. Always encourage your students for the conversation. Model syntactic structure. Maintain eye contact. Remind students to speak loudly and articulate clearly. Have students summarize the heard information. Model and guide sentence construction. Explain the variations of tone, intonation pattern. Watch movies in English. Immerse yourself in English language news. Start a vocabulary book of useful words. Have conversations in English. Practice, practice, and practice. Curiosity doesn't always kill the cat. So don't forget to have fun while you learn. How to become a tactful speaker? My dear participants, think before you speak. Apologize quickly when you blunder. Converse, not compete. Time your comments. Focus on behavior, not on personality. Uncover hidden feelings and listen for feedback. So in this way, you can become a very tactful speaker. So thanks for your patience and waiting for this workshop. Any question, please? I'm going to give you my email address. If you are having any question, you can send me. Inshallah, I'll give you the answers of those questions. And so nice of you, sir. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Dr. Bahtti. Is there